Hello and welcome. In this video, we will be looking into the topic of for loop. A for loop, also known as a for statement in Python, is used to iterate over a sequence like list, tuple, string or range and execute a block of code for each item in that sequence. In simple words, a for loop let us run the same block of code again and again, once for each item in a list. First of all, you need to create a new Python file with the name ForLoop, and inside this, let me give you an example. Like if you want to add the total monthly expenses, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a new variable called expense, and inside this we're gonna store a list, and inside this list we will specify some values like 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Let us say this is our total monthly expenses. Now if you want to do it in a traditional way without using the for loop, we will definitely do something like a total, which is a variable, and inside this we will say something like expense and specify the index and then add each index value. So here there are total 5 index, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now if we print it, it will calculate the total monthly expenses. But it is not a good way, because we are writing a long expression here. What if this list contain 100 or 1000 of items? It will be a nasty job if we do it in a traditional way, because if there are 1000 items, we have to write it one by one again and again, and it will take a lot of time. For that, we will definitely use the for loop. First of all, I need to comment it down, and then after this I need to specify total equals to 0, and then after this I need to start my for loop. So for item in exp, okay, so this item here is for this, and after this I need to specify some type of formula like total equals to total plus item, and if I print it, it will say the same answer that we printed in here. Doing it in a traditional way will consume a lot of time. So for this reason, we will use the for statement, which is an easiest way to calculate things. Now if we want to debug it, let me say okay, so when I first press F8, it jump it in here. Now if I press it again, it calculated in here, and now the total equals to 0 become total equals to 10. And if I press it again, it starts the iteration 2 and it jump in to the index 1, which is 20, and now it prints the total value. Now if I press it again, it jump right in here, this for loop, and it calculated it add 30 with 30. Now this for loop becomes 40, and now it will add 40 and 60, okay, like this. And if I print it again, it will print something like this. Now what if I want to print the values from 1 to 10? For this I will definitely use the range function, which is a built-in function of Python. I will say something like for I in range, and this range needs two type of value, the start value and the end value. The start value will be something like 1 and the end value will be something like 11. I type 11 because it will skip the last value like 11. Now if I say 10, it will skip the 10th index value, okay, so it will print the values from 1 to 9 and it will skip 10. So for that reason I type 11 instead of 10, okay. Now if I print it, it will print the values from 1 to 10. The for loop will go through entire list that we specified, but often there is a need to break in between the list, and when a goal is achieved, we want to terminate the for loop. So there is a break statement. So now in the same example, if I say something like I want to break this list when it reaches the index 5 value, like if I say if I equals to 5, break the loop, okay, so it will not actually print the 5 value because it will break the for loop. The for loop will never reach the index 5 because when it start printing the 5th value, we actually break it. Now if I print it, it will skip 5 and other values. Now if I want to do it, like if I want to skip just 5 and print all the other values, we will definitely use the continue statement. The continue statement is used to skip the current iterations and move to the next one. So if I now print it again, it skipped actually the 5th value, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is it for the for loop video. I hope you will understand these important topics. Thanks for watching the video.